Check two, 1 2. Yes, mic check 1 2. Hey, 1 1 2. Yeah.
छेने होता है छेने में
हेलो
सर को हेड
ਬਖਸ਼ਣਹਾਰ ਦਾਤਾ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਬਖਸ਼ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲੈ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ। ਬਖਸ਼ਣਹਾਰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲੈ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਹਾਰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲੈ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਹਾਰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲੈ ਹਾਰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲੈ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ। ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ। ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਲੈ ਰਾਮਾ ਮੋਕੋ ਤਾਰ ਲੈ ਰਾਮਾ ਮੋਕੋ ਤਾਰ ਲੈ। ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ। ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ। ਤਾਰ ਲੈ ਰਾਮਾ ਮੋਕੋ ਤਾਰ ਲੈ ਰਾਮਾ ਮੋਕੋ ਤਾਰ ਲੈ ਰਾਮਾ ਮੋਕੋ ਤਾਰ। ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਮੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦੇ। ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ ਮੈਂ ਅਜਾਨ ਜਨ ਤਰ ਬਿਨ ਜਾਨੂ। ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਪ ਬੀਠਲਾ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ। ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ 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 ਨਾਨਕ पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया 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 तन गुरु नानक 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 माटी माटी होई एक माटी माटी होई एक रोवन हार की कवन टेक रोवन हार की कवन टेक पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक सारा जग तारिया सारा जग तारिया सारा जग तारिया सारा जग तारिया तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक तन गुरु नानक कौन मुआरे कौन मुआ कौन मुआरे कौन मुआ ब्रह्म ज्ञानी मिल करो बिचारा ब्रह्म ज्ञानी मिल करो बिचारा एह तो चलत पया एह तो चलत पया एह तो चलत पया एह तो चलत पया पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया पवने में पवन समाया ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया प्रभ जियो 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 खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे प्रभ जियो 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 खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे बुरे भले हम तारे बुरे भले हम थारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे प्रभ जियो 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 खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे खसमाना कर प्यारे बुरे भले हम तारे बुरे भले हम तारे खसमाना कर प्यारे 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 खसमाना कर प्यारे
एक से बड़ा पढ़ लो यहीं बैठ के पढ़ लो ये पानी रखा हुआ बिना हारमोनियम का पढ़ लो बिना हारमोनियम का पढ़ लो हैं you play tabla also? No. बोलो तो एक शब्द पढ़ लो ना। ठीक है, ठीक ठीक।
ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ, ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ, ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤਾਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤਾਰ। ਜਿਤ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਉਬਰੇ, ਜਿਤ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਉਬਰੇ, ਤਿੱਥੇ ਲਿਹੋ ਉਬਾਰ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲਿਹੋ ਉਬਾਰ। ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ, ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ, ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ, ਜਗਤ ਜਲੰਦਾ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ, ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ। ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਹਮਰੀ ਕਰੋ ਹਾਥ ਦੇ ਰੱਛਾ, ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਏ ਚਿੱਤ ਕੀ ਇੱਛ। ਹਮਰੀ ਕਰੋ ਹਾਥ ਦੇ ਰੱਛਾ, ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਏ ਚਿੱਤ ਕੀ ਇੱਛ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਿਨਾਮ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, family and friends. We are gathered here today in the presence of Guruji to honor the life and the final journey of our beloved Raval Kevinji. In times of grief, our minds are naturally filled with questions about life, death, and what lies beyond. To give us peace and clarity, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the fifth Sikh Guru, left us this beautiful Shabad in the evening prayers of Rahras Sahib. Pai parapat manuk de huriya, Gobind milan ki eh teri bariya. This Shabad is a profound reflection on the soul's journey. Guruji reminds us that the soul passes through millions of life forms, through the elements, the plants, and the animal kingdoms, before being blessed with this rare human body. He calls this human life Bariya, our ultimate golden opportunity to consciously connect with and merge back into the divine creator Gobind. As we sit here today, looking at the temporary nature of our existence, Guruji gently whispers to us that the wealth, the titles, and the worldly attachments we chase will not accompany us when we leave. Only the love we gave, the seva we did, and the naam we meditated upon will go with the soul. Let us recite these words today, not in deep despair, but in total surrender to God's will, praying that the soul of Raval ji finds eternal peace in the sanctuary of the divine. Pai parapat manuk te huriya, गोविंद मिलन की ए तेरी परिया, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की ए तेरी परिया। अवर काज तेरे किते न काम, मिल साध संगत भज केवल नाम, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की ए तेरी बरिया। सरंजाम लाग पहुँचल तरन के, सरंजाम लाग पहुँचल तरन के, जन्म वृथा जात रंग माया के, जन्म वृथा जात रंग माया के, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी बरिया। जप तप संजम धर्म न कमाया, जप तप संजम धर्म न कमाया, सेवा साधना जानिया हर राया, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी परिया। कहो नानक हम नीच करम माँ, कहो नानक हम नीच करम माँ, शरण परे की राखो शर्मा, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की ए तेरी बरिया, पई परापत मानुख दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी बरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी बरिया। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, श्री वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
साध संगत, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, Shri Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. This is a Sikh greeting for the Sangat. First of all, I'd like to offer a sincere apology for being late. But having said that, Sikh ceremonies generally are very flexible, will be very brief, and it will not delay the future program. You have our assurance on that. I would also make one humble request that during the brief ceremony that we have, I would request pin drop silence, no talking, no conversation during that brief period. We are all here to pay our homage, our respect to Raval, Kevin, Ragoonanansingh, and I would like you to devote this period entirely to remember him. It doesn't have to be in Sikh way. Whatever God you believe in, whatever way you pray, just pray for his departed soul. Because that is why we are here. We are not here to carry on any conversation. So that, having made that request, we will have a brief reading of the opening prayer from Guru Granth Sahib, which is the Sikh scripture. And this particular recitation is called Japji Sahib. This is where Guru Granth Sahib opens and starts. So after that, we'll have a very brief kirtan, 1 or 2 shabads, and this will be the gist of our ceremony. Of course, we'll have a couple of brief sentiments that the relatives have to express in terms of eulogy, in terms of any things that people have to share with you for remembering the departed soul. So I think we will start with Japji Sahib. Japji Sahib, Ik Omkar, Satnam, Karta Purakh, Nirpau, Nirvair, Akal Moorat Ajuni Sahibang Gur Prasad Jap, Ad Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai bhi Sach, Nanak Hosi bhi Sach, Soche Soch na hovei, Je sochi lakhwar, Chuppe chup na hovei, Je lahe rahan livtar, Pukhiyan pukh na utri, Je banna puriyan par, Sahas siyanpa lakh hove, Ta ik na chale naal, Kiv sachiara hovei, Kiv koode tutte paal, Hukam rajai chalana, Nanak likhya naal, Hukmi hovan akar, Hukam na kiha jai, Hukmi hovan ji, Hukam mile vadiyai, Hukmi uttam neech, Hukmi lik dukh sukh paiya, Ik na hukmi bakhsis, Ik hukmi sada pawaiye, Hukme andar sab ko, Bahar hukam na koe, Nanak hukme je bujhe ta home kehe na koe, Gaave ko taan, Hove kisse taan, Gaave ko daat jane nisaan, Gaave ko gun vadiyaiyan char, Gaave ko vidya vikham vichar, Gaave ko saaj kare tanke, Gaave ko ji la phirde, Gaave ko jape disse dur, Gaave ko vekhe hadra dur, Kath na kathi na ave tot, Kath kath kathi koti kot kot kot, Denda de lende thak paए, Juga jugantar khai khaए, Hukmi hukum chilaए raho, Nanak vikse ve parvaho, Sacha sahib sach nahi, Pakhyan pao par, Aakhe mange de daat kare daatar, फेर के अगे रखिए जिद्दी से दरबार मोह के बोलन बोलिए जित सुन तरे प्यार, अमृत वेला सच नाउ वड्याई विचार, करमी आवे कपड़ा नदरी मोक द्वार, नानक एवें जानिए सब आपे सचियार, थाप्या न जाए कीता न होए, आपे आप निरंजन सोए, जिन सेव्या तिन पाया मान, नानक गाविए गुणी निधान, गाविए सुनिए मन रखिए पाओ, दुख पर हर सुख कर ले जाए, गुरमुख नादंग गुरमुख वेदंग, गुरमुख रिया समाई, गुरु ईसर गुर गोरख ब्रह्मा गुर पार्वती ए माई, जेहों जाना आखा नाई, कहना कथन न जाई, गुरां इक दे बुझाई, सबना जियां का इको दाता, से मैं विसर न जाई, जे जुग चारे आरजा, होर दसूणी होए, नवा खंडा ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣੀਏ ਨਾਲ ਚਲੇ ਸਭ ਕੋਏ, ਚੰਗਾ ਨਾਉ ਰਖਾਏ ਕੇ ਜਸ ਕੀਰਤ ਜਗ ਲੇ, ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਨਦਰ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਤ ਨਾ ਪੁੱਛੇ ਕੇ, ਕੀਟਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀਟ ਕਰ ਦੋਸੀ ਦੋਸਤ ਰੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਗੁਣ ਕਰੇ ਗੁਣਵੰਤਿਆ ਗੁਣ ਦੇ, ਤੇਹਾ ਕੋਇ ਨ ਸੂਝਈ, ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਗੁਣ ਕੋਇ ਕਰੇ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਸਿੱਧ ਪੀਰ ਸੁਰਨਾਥ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਧਰਤ ਵੱਲ ਆਕਾਸ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਦੀਪ ਲੋ ਪਾਤਾਲ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਪੋ ਨ ਸਕੇ ਕਾਲ, ਨਾਨਕ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਸਦਾ ਵਿਗਾਸ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਦੁਖ ਪਾਪ ਕਾ ਨਾਸ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਗਿਆਨ, ਸੁਣੀਏ 68 ਕਾ ਇਸਨਾਨ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਪੜ ਪੜ ਪਾਵੇ ਮਾਨ, ਸੁਣੀਏ ਲਾਗੇ ਸਹਿਜ ਧਿਆਨ, ਨਾਨਕ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਸਦਾ ਵਿਗਾਸ, सुनिए दुख पाप का नाश, सुनिए सरा गुणा के गा, सुनिए शेख पीर पत्सा, सुनिए अंधे पावे राहो, सुनिए हाथ होवे असगाहो, नानक भगता सदा विगास, सुनिए दुख पाप का नाश, मन्ने की गत कही न जाए, जे को कहे पीछे पछताए, कागज कलम न लिखन हार, मन्ने काबे करन विचार, ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए, जे को अनजाने मन कोय, मन्ने सुरत होवे मन बुद्ध, मन्ने सकल भवन की सुध, मन्ने मोह चोटा न खाए, मन्ने जम के साथ न जाए, ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए, जे को मन जाने मन कोय, मन्ने सुरत होवे मन बुद्ध, मन्ने सकल भवन की सुध, मन्ने मोह चोटा न खाए, मन्ने जम के साथ न जाए, ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए, जे को मन जाने मन कोय, मन्ने पावे मोक्ष द्वार, मन में परवार ऐसा धार, मन्ने तरे तारे गुर सिख, मन्ने नानक पवे न पिख, ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए, जे को मन जाने मन कोय, पंच परवान पंच प्रधान, पंचे पावे दरगे मान, पंचे सोए दर राजान, पंचा का गुर एक ध्यान, जे को कहे करे विचार, करते के करने नाही सुमार, तोल धर्म दया का पूत, संतोख थाप रखिया जिन सूत, जे को बूझे होवे सचियार, तबले ऊपर केता पार, धरती होर परे होर, तिसते पहाड़ तले कौन जोर, जी जात रंगा के नाम, सबना लिखिया बुरी कलाम, ए लेखा लिख जाने कोय, लेखा लिखिया केता होए, केता ताण सवालियो रूप, केती दात जाने कौन कूत, कीता पसाओ एको को आओ, तिसते होवे लख दरियाओ, कुदरत कौन कहाँ विचार, वारिया न जावा एक बार, जो तुझ पावे साई पलिकार, तू सदा सलामत निरंकार, असंख जप असंख पाओ, असंख पूजा असंख तपताओ, असंख ग्रंथ मुख वेद पाठ, असंख जोग मन रहे उदास, असंख भगत गुण ज्ञान विचार, असंख सती असंख दतार, असंख सूर मुँह पक्षार, असंख मोन लिवलाए तार, कुदरत कौन कहाँ विचार, वारिया न जावा एक बार, जो तुझ पावे साई पलिकार, तू सदा सलामत निरंकार, असंख मूर्ख अंधकोर, असंख चोर हराम खोर, असंख अमर कर जाए जोर, असंख गलबड़ हत्या कमाए, असंख पापी पाप कर जाए, असंख कूड़ियार कूड़े फिराए, असंख मलेच्छ मल पक खाए, असंख निंदक सिर करे पार, नानक नीच कहे विचार, वार्या न जावा एक वार, जो तुत पावे साई पलिकार, तू सदा सलामत निरंकार। असंख नाम असंख थाओ, अगम अगम असंख लो, असंख करे सिर पार होए, अखरी नाम अखरी साला, अखरी ज्ञान गीत गुण गा, अखरी लिखण बोलण बाण, अखरा सिर संजोग विखाण, जिन्हें लिखे तिस सिर नाई, जिव फरमाए तिव तिव पाए, जेता कीता तेता होए, नानक जाने साचा सोए, जे को आखे बोल बिगाड़, ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖੀਏ ਸੁਰਗ ਵਾਰਾਂਗਾ ਵਾਰ, ਸੋ ਦਰ ਕੀਆ ਸੋ ਘਰ ਕੀਆ, ਜਿਤ ਬੈ ਸਰਬ ਸਮਾਲੇ, ਵਾਜੇ ਨਾਦ ਅਨੇਕ ਸੰਖਾਂ, ਕੇਤੇ ਬਾਵਣ ਹਾਰੇ, ਕੇਤੇ ਰਾਗ ਭਰੀ ਸੋ ਕੇਨ, ਕੇਤੇ ਗਾਵਣ ਹਾਰੇ, ਗਾਵੇਂ ਤੁਧ ਨੂੰ ਪਉਣ ਪਾਣੀ ਬੈਸੰਤਰ, ਗਾਵੇਂ ਰਾਜਾ ਧਰਮ ਦੁਆਰੇ, ਗਾਵੇਂ ਚਿੱਤ ਗੁਪਤ ਲਿਖ ਜਾਣੇ, ਲਿਖ ਲਿਖ ਧਰਮ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ, ਸਹੀ ਤੁਧ ਨੂੰ ਗਾਵਨ ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਪਾਵਨ, रत्ते तेरे भगत रसाले, होर केते गावन, से मैं चित न आवन, नानक क्या विचारे, सोई सोई सदा सच साहिब, साचा साची नाई, है भी होसी जाए न जासी, रचना जिन रचाई, रंगी रंगी पाती, कर कर जिनसी माया, जिन उपाई, कर कर वेखे कीता अपना, जिव तिस दी वडियाई, जो तिस पावे सोई करसी, हुक्म न करना जाई, सो पत सहा सहा पत साहिब, नानक रहन रजाई, मुंदा संतोख सरमपत चोली, ध्यान की करे विभूत, खिंता काल कुआरी काया, जुगडंडा प्रतीत, आई पंथी सकल जमाती, मन जीते जग जीत, आदेश तिसे आदेश, आद अनील अनाद अनाहत, जुग जुग एको वेश,
Bukit kayan dea pandaran katvatma jainat, जाकिरित से दबरासार, संजोग विजोग दुई कार चलावे, लिखे आवे पाक, आदेश तिसे आदेश, आदनी लनादनाह, जुग जुगे कोवेश, एक कामाई जुगत व्याई, तीन चले परवान, एक संसारी एक पंडारी एक लाए दीवान, जिव तिस पावे तिवे चलावे, जिव होवे फुरमान, ओ विखे उना नदर नावे, बहुताए हो विडान, आदेश तिसे आदेश, आदनी लनादनाह, जुग जुगे कोवेश, आसन लोए लोए पंडार, जो किछ पाया सुए कावार, कर कर वेखे सिरजनहार, नानक सचे की साची कार, आदेश तिसे आदेश, आदनी लनादनाह, जुग जुग एको वेश, एक तो जीवो लख होवे लख वीस, लख लख एड़ा आखिए एक नाम जगदीश, एतराए पद पवड़िया चढ़िए होए एकीस, सुन गला आकाश की कीटा आई रीस, नानक नदरी पाई है कूड़ी कूड़े ठीस, आखन जोर छुपे ने जोर, जोर न मंगन देन न जोर, जोर न जीवन मरण ने जोर, जोर न राजमाल मंसूर, जोर न सुरती ज्ञान विचार, जोर न जुक्ति छुटे संसार, जिस हथ जोर कर वेखे सोए, नानक उत्तम नीच न कोय, राती रुती तिथि वार, पवन पानी अग्नि पाताल, तिस विच धरती ताप रखी धर्मशाल, तिस विच जी जुगत के रंग, तिनके नाम अनेक अनंत, कर्मी कर्मी होए विचार, सचा आप सचा दरबार, तिथे सोहन पंच परवान, नदरी करम पवे निशान, कछ पकाई ओथे पाए, नानक गया जापे जाए, करम खंड का हो तरम, ज्ञान खंड का आखो करम, केते पवन पानी वैसंतर, केते कान महेश, केते वर में गाड़त गड़िए रूप रंग के वेश, केतिया करम भूमि मेर, केते केते तू उपदेश, केते इंद चंद सूर, केते केते मंडल देश, केते सिद्ध बुद्धनाथ, केते केते देवी वेश, केते देव दानव मुन केते रतन समुंद, केतिया खानी केतिया वाणी, केते पात नरेन, केतिया सुरती सेवक, केते नानक अंत न अंत। ज्ञान खंड में ज्ञान प्रचन, तिथे नाद विनोद कोडानंद, सरम खंड की वाणी रूप, तिथे कारत करिए बहुतनु, ताकिया गला कथिया न जाए, जेको कहे पीछे पछताए, तिथे करिए सुरत मत मन बुद्ध, तिथे करिए सुरा सिधा की सुध। करम खंड की वाणी जोर, तिथे होर न कोई होर, तिथे जोत महाबल सूर, तिनमें राम रया भरपूर, तिथे सीतो सीता महिमा माहे, ताके रूप न कथने जाए, नाओ मरे न ठागे जाए, जिनके राम वसे मन माए, तिथे भगत वसे केलो, करे अनंत सच्चा मन सोए, सचखंड वसे निरंकार, कर कर वेखे नदन निहाल, तिथे खंड मंडल वर पंड, जेको कथे ता अंत न अंत, तिथे लो लो आकार, जिव जिव हुक्म तिवे तिवकार, वेखे विकसे कर विचार, नानक कथना करना सार, जत पहारा तीर सुनियार, अहरण मत वेद हथियार, पौ खला गन तपताओ, पांडा पौ अमृत डाल, कड़िए सब सची टकसाल, जिनको नदर करम तिनकार, नानक नदरी नदर निहाल। सलोक पवन गुरु पानी पिता, माता तरत महत, दिवस रात दुई दाई दाया, खेले सगल जगत, चंगे आइया बुरे आइया, वाचे धर्म हदूर, कर्मी आपो आपनी, के नेड़े के दूर, जिन्नी नाम ते आया, गए मस्कत काल, नानक ते मुख उजले, केती छुटी नाल, जिन्नी नाम ते आया, गए मस्कत काल, नानक ते मुख उजले, कीती छुटी नाल। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, श्री वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now have two brief shabads by Mrs. Rita Baba, who has started today's ceremony. Those of you who do not know her, by way of introduction, she is Managing Director of New India Insurance. So she's not a priest, yet she's very well versed with the Sikh traditions. So I hand you over to Rita, and accompanying him on tabla will be, he's not there? Okay. I think the tabla teacher who was playing earlier on had another engagement, so he could not stay on, but his name was Dr. Shukla, and he is a PhD in playing tabla with Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Cultural Cooperation, which operates under the auspices of Indian High Commission here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think with just that brief introduction, I'll hand you over to Rita Baba.
Sat Sangat Ji, following the words of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, we now turn to the beautiful, deeply reflective Bani of the 9th Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. This Shabad takes us a step deeper into the mirror of truth. Guruji looks at how we spend our lives in this world. From the moment we gain consciousness, we became consumed by Meri, Meri. This is my wealth, this is my house, this is my family, this is my status. We spend our entire lives building fortresses of attachments here, forgetting that everything around us belongs to the Creator and everything is temporary. Guruji warns us that while we were busy saying mine, mine, life slipped right through our fingers. At the final moment, the body fails, death approaches, and the soul realizes it is leaving empty handed. No material possession, no earthly power can cross the threshold of death with us. But Guruji does not leave us in despair. In the final lines, he gives us the ultimate medicine, the medicine of surrender. He reminds us that even at the very end, if we take sanctuary in the divine, the soul can find liberation. Let's sing these words with a contemplate heart, remembering the true permanent anchor of our souls. मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, 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 सायर सोख भुजंबलियो, सायर सोख भुजंबलियो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, सूके सरवर पाल बंधावे, सूके सरवर पाल बंधावे, लूणे खेत हथवार करे, आयो चोर तुरंत ले गयो, आयो चोर तुरंत ले गयो, मेरी राखत मुगद फिरे, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, चरण शीस कर कंपन लागे, नैनी नीर असार बहे, जेहवा बचन सुध नहीं निकसे, तपरे धर्म की आस करे, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, हर जियो कृपा करे लिव लावे, लाहा हर हर नाम लियो, गुर प्रसादी हर तन पायो, गुर प्रसादी हर तन पायो, अंते चल ध्यान नाल चलियो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, कहत कबीर सुनो रे संतो, कहत कबीर सुनो रे संतो, अन तन कछुए ले न गयो, आई तलब गोपाल राय की, आई तलब गोपाल राय की, माया मंदिर छोड़ चले ओ, माया मंदिर छोड़ चले ओ, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो, मेरी मेरी करते जन्म गयो. Satsangiji, we have reflected now how rare this human life is, and we have looked closely at how easily we get lost in the attachments of mine and yours. Now, as we sit in the sorrow of losing our beloved Ravalji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji provides us with the ultimate healing balm. When someone leaves this world, our hearts naturally cry out in pain. But Guruji gives us a profound eternal truth in this Shabad. Jini pachata hukam, tin kade na rovana. Those who truly understand and accept the supreme will of the Creator, never weep in despair. Guruji teaches us that life and death are not accidents. Every breath is numbered and every departure is a return to the source. When we fight against God's will, we suffer. But when we surrender and realize that the divine Creator knows best, our crying turns into peace. The soul of our beloved has completed its journey according to the divine hukum. So the wordings are Jini bachata hukam tin kade na rovana. Satsangiji. Next. We have traveled a deep spiritual path today through Gurbani. We learned that this life was a rare gift. We looked at how we waste time in worldly illusions. And we learned the peace that comes with accepting God's will. Now, as we bring this kirtan to a close, Guru Arjan Dev Ji answers the deepest question in our hearts. What happens to our beloved Raval now? Where has his life gone? Guruji gives us a magnificent, comforting image. He does not use the word death as an end. Instead, he describes it as a blending of elements. Just as the wind merges into the wind, just as a drop of water falls into the ocean and becomes one with it, the light within our beloved has merged back into the divine light of the Creator. The body, made of dust, goes back to the dust, but the soul, which came from the divine, goes back to the divine. There is no reason to weep because nothing has been destroyed. The drop has simply returned to the ocean. So let us sing this final words in absolute peace, celebrating the eternal merger of the soul. Pavane mein pavan samaya, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, पवने में पवन समाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, माटी माटी होई एक, माटी माटी होई एक, रोवन हारे की कवन टेक, पवने में पवन समाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, कौन मुआ रे कौन मुआ, ब्रह्म ज्ञानी मिल करो विचारा, ए तो चलत पया, ए तो चलत पया, पवने में पवन समाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, अगली खेच खबर ना पाई, रोवन हार भी ओठ से धाई, परम मोह के बांधे बंध, सुपन पया पखलाए अंध, पवने में पवन समाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया। ए तो रचन रचा करतार, आवत जावत हुक्म अपार। ने को मुआ न मरने जोग, नेह बिन से अविनाशी होग। जे हो जाने सो ए हो नाहे, जानन हारे को बल जाओ। कहो नानक गुर परम चुकाया, ना कोई मरे ना आवे जाया। पवन में पवन समाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया, ज्योति में ज्योत रल जाया। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, श्री वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
Thank you, Rita, for those two beautiful renditions, very appropriate for the occasion. And as we move on to the next segment of this afternoon's program, let me take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you, more so the family members who have traveled from abroad for this very, very, very tragic and sad occasion. And having said that, let me also take the opportunity to acknowledge yet another time the tremendous contribution that the Hardit Singh family made by donating this piece of land for construction of this Gurdwara. Because it has grown like a plant, and we never imagined the kind of usefulness the Sikh believers have found in this Gurudwara. We have requests coming from abroad, young couples getting married in this Gurudwara. We have occasions like this, but we also have occasions when newborns are born and brought to Gurudwara for the first time for naming ceremony and other events. I think so what started from family as a family gesture, as a family Gurdwara, is now spread around the globe. The name of the Gurdwara and the value that people have found in this Gurdwara. Having said that, I would like to now pass you on to Mrs. Ria, so that she can take the formal part of the ceremony in terms of presentation of a eulogy, in terms of other relatives who wish to express themselves on this sad occasion. And finally, after this formal part, we will have Ardas, which is the last prayer, and we will have distribution of Prashad and movement to next destination. Ria, come forward, please.
Thank you all for coming today, both in person and for those who are online virtually, to celebrate the life of my brother Raval. My name is Ria, and I'm Raval's sister and the eldest of our parents' children. So many people who are gathered here today played an important role in Raval's life. His beloved son Aaron, who he loved with all of his big heart and soul. Auntie Baby, Auntie Esther, Uncle G1, other aunts, many dear cousins and friends, several of whom are with us today, and his devoted partner Shireen. I also want to recognize my parents, Banso, or Koi, as many of you knew her, and G1, who are no longer with us, but who were instrumental in building the family and the community that we have gathered here today. From a very young age, Raval excelled in school. I often described him as the smartest of my parents' 3 children. The 3 of us attended St. Xavier's private school, and the principal at the time, Sister Anne-Marie, would often post Raval's perfect exams on a corkboard in her office. I used to be jealous of that. Like our father, Raval went on to St. Mary's College, where he developed many close friendships. A lot of you are here today. And he played football with a passion. His academic success led him to the University of Waterloo in Canada, where he earned a degree in mathematics and got involved in many antics, also with a couple of you who are here today. When Auntie Baby checked on him, she would report that there was abundant evidence of his very dynamic college life, balancing academics, social activities, and admittedly less so in terms of basic adulting, like tidying up and laundry. As many of you know, he was a bit of a slob. While Raval was at Waterloo, I got married and moved to the US. I had only been married for a couple of months when my parents thought it was best to send Raval up to Washington State, where I was living as a new bride, hoping to establish that I wasn't being neglected or abused. Raval had no sooner arrived when my father-in-law, many of you knew him. He was a naturalist, and he invited Raval and I on this birding expedition. Not knowing what this entailed, Raval politely accepted the invitation, and we set out in a van with 8 other very elderly people, all of whom had binoculars around their necks. We soon went off-road into the treeless desert countryside, and Raval was still exhausted from studying and liming, no doubt, and was frequently falling asleep in the van. But suddenly he would be awoken by a loud commotion and exclamation and all of these excited bird watchers would be pointing at some small brown bird or a bush or something, and he would strain his eyes trying to see what all of the excitement was about. And then the commotion would settle down, and then after a few minutes there would be more excitement. And this ordeal went on for 3 hours. No doubt when Raval returned to Trinidad, he confirmed my father's and mother's greatest fear, that I had indeed been adopted from my extended family and friends in beautiful Trinidad and subject to the worst kind of torture, being forced to join endless birding expeditions with old people to see brown birds. You know, before he left on that visit, I recall him shaking his head and asking me if I knew what the hell I was doing. And in true form, he promised to rescue me if I had changed my mind. Raval went on to build a successful career as an actuary and later held a variety of leadership positions in financial management and consulting, putting his analytical mind and aptitude for problem solving to work. Even as kids, my children, Brahm and Celeste, would recognize that their Uncle Raval was exceptionally bright. As they entered adulthood, that became all the more apparent as they would often note his consistent ability to provide a nuanced perspective on whatever we were all discussing. What stands out most to me, however, is that for all of Raval's intelligence and accomplishments, the people who knew him best would boast not of his impressive academic or professional achievements, but of his jovial spirit and his quick wit, his love of oysters and doubles, his ability to always be the life of the party, and a thoughtful conversationalist. As a young boy, he was very mischievous and was often getting into trouble alongside our cousins. And from an early age, it was apparent to many in our family that he had a genuine gift for making others laugh, making life feel a little more vibrant. And that is one of the qualities so many of us will remember and miss most. On that very same first trip to Washington State, my mother-in-law had just purchased a new treadmill and an EKG for their family medical practice. And she invited Raval to be the first person to undergo a stress test using that new equipment. He passed the stress test with flying colors, but 33 years later, it was a myocardial infarction that took his life. On autopsy, a thrombotic clot was found in an artery in his heart. He died of a heart attack, like my maternal grandfather had it. It breaks my heart to acknowledge that Raval's later years were shrouded in anxiety and anguish. He was deeply affected by the passing of our parents and really never fully recovered after becoming an orphan of sorts in 2022. It has been really difficult watching someone I love dearly struggle against a demon he couldn't quite tame. But I am not here today to let a disease define who Raval was. Because beneath the struggles and worries, there was a person with a pure heart, a generous soul, and so many other wonderful qualities. Of all of the accomplishments in Raval's life, none meant more to him than being Aaron's father. Aaron, your father was so endlessly proud of you. There was hardly a conversation with my brother that didn't include a story about your accomplishments, an exam you did well on, a goal you scored, or an act of genuine kindness that you would have shown to another person. You were the center of your father's world. His pride in you was boundless, and his love for you was unwavering. Thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate Raval's life. I want to take a moment to thank from the bottom of my heart Adrian, Shireen, Shiva, Anil, my children, Brahm and Celeste, and the Dougals for helping us to prepare for today. I will miss my brother dearly, and I know that many of you here today will as well. And may he rest in eternal peace. There are several family members who would like to say a few words, and first I would like to call Anil, please.
Sat Sri Akal. It is very rare that I wear my turban. It is this space, this land, where Raval's and my grandfather, this land, when Raval's grandfather, my grandfather, was born. Raval was the last of Hardit's grandchildren, the turban grandchildren, as we were known, to come to Gurdwara on a semi-regular basis. I honor him and our heritage. It is a place filled with the most beautiful memories, from since it was a humble wooden structure. This is the place that we also bid farewell to our sibling parents. While it was a heart attack that took my grandfather at 51, it was years of a big broken heart, especially after the passing of his parents, that took my beloved cousin, albeit suddenly. But he was called Iron Man, the nickname our grandmother bestowed upon him as a child. And as an adult, he was convinced he was invincible, no matter the odds. I remember as a little boy spending time in the Mayaro Ramlugan's beach house. It was very far from the family house or the turban house, so the territory was unfamiliar. The brave, free-spirited 4-year-old Iron Man went walking late in the evening on the beach on his own. I went in search of Raval after not seeing him with the other children. Hours passed into the darkness until I came upon a group of people camping. A man came up to me and asked if I knew this other little boy. The moment was one of pure, innocent joy, finding each other and knowing that together we would get back home. Later, as adults, we continued to get lost in life's up and down adventures and helping each other find our way back home. Raval had a rare and beautiful gift. had a different way of seeing people. He truly saw them. It didn't matter whether someone was powerful or ordinary, educated, miseducated, or uneducated, wealthy or struggling, a statesman or a fisherman. He would sit with anyone, speak with anyone anywhere, and make them feel valued. He had a special ability to strike up a conversation and create a connection wherever he went. He understood, perhaps better than most, that every person carries a story worth hearing. And it is because of that people were drawn to him. They trusted him. They remembered him. He was the life of the party, and he owned the space he entered. And his absence is something we will miss profoundly. Raval introduced me to the epic music album, The Wall, at a young age, and he broadened my horizons for music and with meaning, music with meaning and activism that raged against the machine, a machine that he sometimes was part of later on in life. Our conversations would connect global affairs with the local challenges, with the finest Michelin star restaurants and the beauty of experiencing a hot, tasty doubles, followed by the Oyster Man in Currap. He cared about character and disliked dishonesty and mean-spirited gossip. And he had an amazing capacity to reset relationships with those who may have wronged him and fought with him, myself included. We had the best arguments and fights to be celebrated just days after. He had a way of seeing a bigger picture, however imperfect that picture was, that lived beyond the moment, and he would say, "Let it be." While he had his own health challenges, Raval would call me more than anyone to see how I'm doing after overcoming my own hurdles. Aaron, you are the biggest part of Raval's legacy, and he couldn't be a more proud father of the fine man that you have become. The rest of his legacy continues to shine in the rest of us that love him. The emotions, when we talk about him, our grief, our love, it's like a gift we give to him. It's our final act. So let it carry through. My dear cousin, my friend, we bid you safe journey as you make your way across the universe. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
I'd like to ask Auntie Baby if she would like to say a few words. Raval had a lot of love, a lot of laughter in him. But two sets of things I truly remember. Years ago, when we were still living here, Robin had to go away for surgery. So Riva and Rehanna stayed with my sister Koi and G1. Well, my sister Koi took it upon herself to commission Riva and Rehanna to investigate everything that Raval did. And even if the dental floss he used was a quarter inch longer than he's supposed to use, they went to her and carried those news, and she had a wonderful time with all the news they were bringing to her about him. And he took it with such great stride. But he made up for it a few years down the road. He came up to Canada
And he went to university, Waterloo, and he'd always come and visit us. At that time, Tasha was with us as well. And as soon as Raval got home by us, he'd jump on the couch. Tash, honey, I'm ready. One would be at his head, one would be at the foot, massaging him, tickling him. And Reva was his personal barber. And then Tash and Honey would be there at his beck and call. If he wants a bowl of ice cream, if he wants snacks. And he made up for all the horrors they gave him when they were small. But they enjoyed every bit of it. And we always had such good times with him. He loved us as much as we loved him. And a month ago, on one of our long conversations, he said to me, "Auntie baby, you must not cry for me." And my last conversation with him was a couple of weeks ago when he and Aaron was at lunch and he called so that I can speak to Aaron. He was always so proud of him. He always boasted about the football and everything else. And I'm not getting those football calls now because we would always talk about World Cup, and this is one time I'm not looking at World Cup, even though it's happening in Canada, because Raval is not there to call me and discuss who's doing nonsense. Rav, I'll miss you. I'll miss you. I don't know what I'll do.
My cousin Rihanna could not be here today, but she sent a few words that she asked me to share with you. She says, "Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rihanna, and I'm one of Raval's cousins. As children, my brother Reva and I spent countless times with Raval and his family. For a brief period, we lived with them, and I recall those days as if it were yesterday. His home was an extension of mine. His parents, Auntie Koy and Uncle Jiwan, may they continue to rest in peace, took such good care of us each and every time we were in their care. I got older and visited Trinidad as a teenager, and I often stayed with them for a few nights. Those are fond memories for me, begging Raval to take me out at night or even take me to the beach. We spent a lot of time together during those years. When Raval was studying in Canada, he in turn would stay with us during school breaks or long weekends, and in the same way, our home was an extension of his. I will miss hearing him say my name. He always said it so sweetly. I will miss his sense of humor and his childishness. I will miss hearing him and Rhea banter back and forth and her finally saying, "Oh gosh, Raval." Aaron, there are no words of consolation when you lose a parent. Among all of the emotions you will face in the coming days, months, and years, remember that he loved you so much, despite the barriers that he faced. We heard the news of Raval 6 months to the day of my father's death. I had given the eulogy at his funeral. And shortly after the service, Raval called me and he said, "Hanny, you broke my heart. You absolutely broke my heart into pieces." He complimented me on all that I said, and he wished he could have done the same at his parents' funerals, but he just did not have the words. I wish I said to him that he had given them more than words. He had given them his love, his care, his dedication in the most trying times of their lives, and he was a good son. And Hanny ends by saying, "Raval, be free, rest easy, know that we love you, and we will miss you very much." On behalf of Raval's friends, I'd like to ask Adrian to please come up and say a few words.
They say a life cannot be captured in words, and they're right. No tribute, however heartfelt, can contain a man like Raval, but we owe it to him to try. Back in the late 2000s, when Raval and I worked together, often when I had to give a presentation at a meeting, he would lean over to me quietly beforehand and would say, "You know I have important things to do today, so don't take too long." If you know Raval, you know I was part of whatever the important thing was later. That was him, deadpan, warm, and always making you feel like you mattered. When I reached out to his friends to gather words for today, the same adjectives came up again and again. Brilliant, generous, fun, compassionate, and someone you could trust with anything. That kind of consistency among so many different people says everything. Raval had a rare gift. He could sit across from a CEO or a stranger on the block, and neither would ever feel they were being talked down to or talked up to. He met everyone at eye level. And he didn't just meet you there. He tried to lift you higher. A word of advice, a good word put in, a quiet nudge towards something better. Naida put it beautifully. Raval had many friends, and each one had a special relationship with him, distinct from any other relationship he had with anyone else. That is a remarkable thing to be said of a person. Neil spoke of his brilliance and his bright future, and also of the private battles he fought. We honor both. The man in full, not just the highlight reel. Tash shared a story that made us all smile. A cleaner once said that if she had a man like Raval, she wouldn't need a television. She'd simply sit and watch him all day. We believe her, right? Bissoon said, "I always admired his sense of humor, his quick wit, his quick laugh, and of course, that brilliant mind." Dennis told us about the time he refused to let Raval smoke a cigarette in the car after leaving a party. Dennis told him he had to hang out the window if he wanted to smoke. Raval did exactly that and brought it up every time he met Dennis after that. Someone remembered the 30th anniversary football game for their class from St. Mary's. Raval took a tumble in the field. He did not spill a single drop from his drink. Priorities intact. Vashti spoke of his morning ritual, a very black coffee, followed by a leisurely walk around the building, visiting people and leaving his half-empty cup on their desk like a calling card. You always knew Raval had been by. Richard told me about the late night calls, 2 or 3 in the morning, when Raval couldn't sleep and had clearly had a few. Richard would tell him, "You know, you're drinking a little, calm it down a little bit." And Raval would say, "But you drinking too?" Talk done. classic Raval. And Marcia simply had everything. Raval loved his son and his parents. To Aaron, your father loved you unconditionally, and he was so very proud of you. Raval, we will all miss you in our own way. Gate Boys, Spotlight, Golden Arches, none of it will be quite the same. But we will call your name because your memory lives on in every heart and every life you touched. Rest easy, friend.
I'd like to invite anyone who would like to say something now. Okay. Thank you again, everyone, for being here today.
Before I invite you to the final prayer, what we call as Ardas, I feel duty-bound to thank a couple people, not a big list. Shiva Hardit Singh, wherever you are, will you please stand up and be recognized? Is he there? And DP, driving permit, no. DP, Dharampal. I think he's already standing, so I can't ask him to stand again. And of course, his lovely wife, Vitra, Paul, who's the secretary of the Gurdwara Sahib presently. So I think this team did wonders from the time Ria just spoke to me from abroad, that they would like to have Sikh ceremony as Antim Sanskar for Raval. And from the time she spoke to me and they heard about it, they went to work steadfastly on it. This is the end result. So I think without much further ado, and in the interest of the time, I would like to simply ask each and every one of you to stand. We'll be doing the final ardas, the final prayer for the departed soul before the body is removed from this Gurdwara to another location. Ardas ਇੱਕ ਓਮਕਾਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਰ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਦਸਵੀਂ। ਪ੍ਰਥਮ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਆਏ। ਫਿਰ ਅੰਗਤ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸੇ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ। ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਏ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਆਈਏ ਜਿਸ ਡਿਠਿਆਂ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਏ ਕਾਨੋ ਨਿਦਾਵੇ ਤਾਏ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚੌਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ 40 ਮੁਕਤਿਆਂ ਹੱਠੀਆਂ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ ਤੱਪੀਆਂ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਡ ਕੇ ਛਕਿਆ। ਦੇਖ ਚਲਾਈ ਤੇਗ ਵਹਾਈ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਅੰਡਿਟ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤਿਨਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਧਰਮ ਅਸੀਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਬੰਦ ਕਟਾਏ, ਖੋਪੜੀਆਂ ਲਵਾਈਆਂ, ਚੜਖੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਚੜੇ ਗਏ, ਆਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਚਰਾਏ ਗਏ, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਲਈ, ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਧਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਰਿਆ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸੁਆਸਾਂ ਸੰਗ ਨਿਭਾਈ, ਤਿਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਤ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। प्रथमे सर्वत खालसा जी की अरदास है जी। सर्वत खालसा जी को वाहिगुरु 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 चित आवे, चितावन का सदका सर्व सुख होवे। जहाँ जहाँ खालसा जी साहेब, तहाँ तहाँ रक्षा रियायत, देख देख फतेह, बिरद की पैज, पंथ की जीत, श्री साहब जी सहाय। गुरु खालसा जी का बोलबाला बोलो जी श्री वाहे। सिखां नूं सिखी दान, केश दान, रहत दान, विवेक दान, विसाह दान, परोसा दान, दाना सिरदान, नाम दान, श्री अमृतसर जी के स्नान, चौकियाँ चंडे बुंगे जुग जुग टल, धर्म का जयकार बोलना जी श्री वाहिगुरू। सिखां दा मन नीवा, मत उच्ची, मत पत कर रखा आप अकाल पुरख श्री वाहिगुरू जी। हे निमाणिया निमाण, ਨਿਤਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ ਨੇ, ਆਸਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਆਸਰੇ, ਸੱਚੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾਤਾ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ, ਆਪ ਦੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਰਾਵਲ ਕੈਬਿਨ ਰਘੁਨਾਨੰਦ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਆਪ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਬਿਤਾ ਕੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਚਲਾਣਾ ਕਰ ਗਏ ਹਨ ਦਾਤਾ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਦੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਅੰਤਿਮ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣੀ, ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਸਦਮੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਰਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ ਦਾਤਾ ਜੀ। ਹੋਰ ਜੋ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਈ ਤਿਲ ਫੁੱਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅੱਜ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦੀਆਂ ਮਨੋਕਾਮਨਾਵਾਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਰਾਸ ਕਰਨੇ ਦਾਤਾ ਜੀ। ਬਿਰਥੀ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਜਨ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ, ਅੱਖਰ ਵਾਦਾ ਕਾਟਾ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਤੁਕ ਮਾਫ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਤੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਰਾਸ, ਸਹੀ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮੇਲ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੇਲਿਆਂ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤ ਆਵੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ, ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ। आज्ञा पई अकाल की, तभी चलायो पंथ, सब सिखन को हुक्म है, गुरु मान्यो ग्रंथ। गुरु ग्रंथ जी मान्यो प्रगट गुरां की दे, जो प्रभ को मिल बोझ है, खोज शब्द मैले। राज करेगा खालसा, आकी रहे न कोई, ख्वार होए सब मिलेंगे, बचे शरण जो होए। राज करेगा खालसा, आकी रहे न कोई, ख्वार होए सब मिलेंगे, बचे शरण जो होए। बोले सो निहाल। सत श्री अकाल। Sat Sri Akal. Nanki, I'm sure you have not forgotten this Jaikara. Sat Sri Akal. And yeah, no, you. Aaron, what about you? No? Okay. And with that, please be seated. Last thing that I want to share with you. When Ria sent me the message that they would like to have this ceremony according to the Sikh rites. And whether we can do it or should she approach somebody else. My exact words to her were, it's a privilege that she has asked us to do it. Whether we want to do it, whether we can do it, it is our duty to do it. Her both parents passed away according to Sikh rites. Several other relatives, Uncle Nanak and others, chose to have the Sikh ceremony as their Antim Sanskar. So I believe it's the tradition, the choice was theirs, and they have made the choice. But it's a privilege that you asked us to do it, Ria, and it's a privilege for so many of your relatives and Raval's friends coming to the Gurdwara with that excuse or pretext. Thank you.
leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For I know he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. If I'm laden, and oh, I'm laden with sadness, that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Until we had to cry, and we loved right down to our last goodbye. We were the best I think we'll ever be, just you and me, for just a moment. That dream we never found was
that are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Float me under like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless undying love which shines around me like a million suns. It calls me on and on across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
The road is long with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. we'll get there. For I know he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. If I'm laden, and oh, I'm laden with sadness, that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Until we had to cry, and we loved right down to our last goodbye.